Right, let's move on to the Premier League awards. We're going to cover some big topics: best player, best young player, best signing, manager of the season, goal of the season, biggest overachievers and biggest underachievers. Lads, let's just skim over these. Best player. Any debate for you with obviously Phil Foden essentially winning it, PFA Player of the Year this season?
Are we basing everything off their league form?
Yes. Just purely in the league, what they did. But we need some left field shouts to represent other clubs.
No, because sometimes people start...
Premier League awards.
No,
but he'll be saying if someone scored a good goal in the Champions League, maybe.
People start bringing in Champions League form.
No. Let's just go strictly league, because you know why I say strictly league? Because it's all on a level playing field.
Yeah.
We all played 38.
Now you're going to say Saka, aren't you?
No.
Who are you going to say?
No way, Saka.
Best player. Phil Foden, innit?
Yeah.
Easy.
Who's the competition? Ollie Watkins?
I'd say...
He fell off at the back end of the season. He's got less goals than Solanke this season in the league.
But he's got them to, huge part of getting to the Champions League. Rodri.
I think City can win the league without Phil
Arsenal's
Foden.
Player of the Year?
But Rodri's the big one.
Who did Arsenal get?
Because Arsenal's Player of the Year would surely be
Rice for me.
quite close.
Declan Rice. Saliba.
Is Rice worthy of a shout?
Rice, yeah. I think he's worthy of a shout, especially with the price tag that came with it and the expectations that came with it. Can he fit into this team and help us go to that next level? Obviously, he was 2 points off, but Rice, yeah, he's definitely up there. He got us a few points by himself, a few assists. Rice is up there. Me personally, obviously, Phil Foden won it, but other than Phil Foden, I'd have to go for Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Cole Palmer, his quality of goals, he's nutmegging people and banging them in from 25 yards. It's unbelievable.
Can you be Player of the Year for a team that finished 6th?
Yeah, it's an individual brilliant.
I remember Scott Parker won it for West Ham, remember?
Yeah, but that was
midfield.
one PFA player in it.
Didn't think...
I don't know if it was. He was fantastic for a couple of years. I think you can.
I just find it a bit mad. Like
Gareth Bale won it and he didn't win anything.
Yeah, Gareth Bale.
I'm not saying that's right. I'm asking you the question. Like,
no, of course.
Because ultimately there was hardly any pressure on the Chelsea games.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for him and his points and his goals,
I think it's so easy. I think it is Phil Foden. It's hard to debate it. He's scoring hat tricks to win us massive games to go an unbeaten run to 4 in a row.
Look at that goal at 0-0 in the final day of the season as well.
Yeah, the 0-0. The one I know we didn't. Real Madrid was a huge moment for his career. And you know what? Manchester United in the derby is huge.
It's just the last 10 games.
The cup final was it? Did he play in the cup?
Oh, for God's sake! We're talking about the Premier League awards.
Did Foden play in the cup final?
I think that's pretty definitive. Phil Foden, best player, but Rodri's close.
Last 10 games, I don't know. He turned into Gundogan.
Best young player, we'll say teenagers only about this.
Teens.
I gotta say, Kobbie Mainoo and Garnacho are shouts, not just based off.
No, not Garnacho. He's gone missing.
He's not Garnacho. No, it's not.
So give him that, but he's not up for PFA. No way.
Kobbie Mainoo.
He's top 3 minimum. We can discuss.
Who's the others?
Palmer's in there for... Can Palmer get in?
Palmer still counts as...
Palmer counts.
It's going to be Palmer.
Yeah, give it to Palmer.
Doku gets a shout for how good he's been as a young kid. No, he doesn't win it, but you have to shout him. He's won the league title, mate. He's 21, 20? He's young.
Doku has had
I don't know about you.
He does have a better season than Saka.
Do you like that?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Did you like that?
You just won the FA Cup. You're quoting Taylor Swift. You're having a nightmare.
Anyone like that?
I think Saka could qualify for young PFA.
No, he's about 28, hobbling all over North London.
We need to stop
into
doing
Gales.
that,
But he can qualify.
I mean,
No,
you know that
he's
thing? No, I'm on about.
Same.
You know how people said as a joke, Saka hobbling again? People are starting to believe it now.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true. It's far from
not true.
I watch him, I know it's not true.
Yeah. I'd say Kobbie Mainoo, but obviously it's Cole Palmer.
Okay, I'll put Kobbie second, defo.
Yeah. Very close.
Yeah. Breakthrough season. I know that's not here, but I feel young players should be like Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Because Cole Palmer's played in the league before.
Adam Wharton,
Kobbie Mainoo. Who are the other shouts?
What about that kid? Is it the guy who played right back for Liverpool? What's his name?
Conor Bradley.
Conor
Bradley, yeah, great shout.
Yeah,
great
Conor
shout.
Bradley.
Quansah as well, in the England setup as well.
Quansah did well as well.
Conor Bradley had a good season, especially when it was going for the league as well. There was in that running.
Popped up with some goals as well.
Popped up some goals. Trent was out. Yeah, Conor Bradley, he stepped up to the plate.
Especially when you consider who he replaced, and
Trent.
they didn't at that point in time feel like they missed him.
Yeah, Conor Bradley.
Best signing.
Oh, that's a big one.
Declan Rice?
Declan Rice has to be. I know £100 million is a lot, but...
If you go with like the fact that he's one of the nominees for Player of the Year, and then he's also a new signing, it feels like Cole Palmer could be in it, but I just feel Declan Rice had a bigger influence on
Declan Rice makes them better going forward. He makes them better going forward because he wins the ball high, gives the ball. He's always a great passer, but he makes your centre backs better.
Yeah,
he makes your whole side
it's a trio
better.
Now. It's a trio now. Yeah.
So it's like 100 mil. That's just it's beautiful.
Are there any signings that are under the radar for other teams that we haven't particularly mentioned? Because we're going very big, heavy here, aren't we? Are there any signings? Like Ross Barkley was excellent for Luton, wasn't he? I know they went down in the end.
Yeah, he's earned a move to Aston Villa.
Yeah, he's established
He's earned a big
himself as
move,
player
so he
again.
deserves it. Yeah,
he's got
Callum Hudson-Odoi, Nottingham Forest, scoring big goals. He's been fantastic for them.
Nah, not Elanga. He started off well.
Fell off a little
I don't
bit.
think he's signing of the season.
Mickey
He's
van
done
der
well.
Ven's been out of this world, man.
Van der Ven.
Udogi's fantastic.
So there are a lot, man. A lot of good players.
What about for Brighton? Not Brighton, Everton, centre back.
Bramthwaite.
Bramthwaite.
I think he's gone through
He's had a very good
academy,
season,
isn't he?
He's had a very
It's a
good
breakthrough season, isn't it?
Yeah, breakthrough season.
No.
I saw
We're
he
talking about
came-
transfer.
He came this
We're
season.
talking about
though.
signing.
He was on loan though, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he's come back to the club, so maybe.
But
maybe
it's
it
his
counts.
first breakout
Yeah, yeah.
Premier League season. So
Yeah, yeah.
I was just trying to do something there. But yeah, Bramthwaite as well.
Yeah, because he was at another club, but he was on loan.
Let's talk about Pau Torres. Helps Aston Villa get into the Champions League.
Fucking hell, yeah.
What a centre back he is.
Diego Carlos coming back for them was huge as well. The injury he had was like,
Yeah. Leg break, wasn't it?
Oh, boys, we're forgetting one. I know it's top heavy again. McAllister's had a very good season for Liverpool.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Regarding, like, he never had a DM. He had Endo.
yeah, and
came
I
in.
was going,
Yeah,
if he's in their DM, like, that's good for everyone.
yeah, exactly. And he got 30 million. That's a steal. McAllister was a
Cheap, yeah.
Was a
So
very
who we saying best signings? Cole Palmer?
I think it has to be Cole Palmer. Because you can sell him as well. You won't get 200 mil for Rice. Do you know what I mean? You might get 100 mil back.
Rice first. Sorry, I said Rice first.
But Cole Palmer, you get
It's Rice and then Palmer.
Rice then Cole Palmer.
Chelsea could sell Cole Palmer for 120 mil.
We could sell Rice. We got Rice for a bargain. We found him for 100 mil. That's too cheap.
Not a bargain. It's a good sign. It's not a bargain. It's not
But
a
what he's done for us this season
You're
is a
not allowed to
bargain.
say bargain.
You can't say bargain.
150 mil.
If he's a quid,
You
it's a
can't
bargain.
say 100 mil bargain.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's
mad.
doing that. When you got people like Casado
Oh, right.
floating about,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bar, and Mudryk, it's a bargain.
Yeah, it is. It is.
a bargain.
100%.
manager of the season is one name only, isn't it? Unai Emery.
Ooh,
No, we can't disregard. Like, we can't just disregard what Pep's done. 4 in a row. Never been done in English football.
But then you're judging it over the... what you could argue is, if I was to make an argument, I'd say City have gone backwards this season. It's mad.
No, the record is.
Because they won the treble, then they won one.
Yeah.
Like, that's an argument. But
Yeah.
I just feel the achievement of Pep to win the league at City isn't bigger than the achievement of Unai Emery to go in at Villa where they were when they had Steven Gerrard and that.
Yeah, nearly
and then to
relegated.
turn them, save them from relegation, turn them into a Champions League team. I think it has to be Unai Emery for me. But I don't know, you might want to talk about Gary O'Neill, Iriola.
Let's talk about Gary O'Neill because Lopetegui thought they were going to get relegated. They had lots of players they sold. The spine of that Wolves side under Nuno kind of gone. And he's got performances out of Hwang, out Nuri, Lamina midfield. Absolutely fantastic. So Gary O'Neill, I love Gary O'Neill.
wicked manager.
And I think he deserves to be at least top 3 in our shouts. And Iriola's coming as well. I wanted Iriola to kind of fail at Bournemouth because of the lack of loyalty to Gary O'Neill.
Oh, okay.
Because he kept them up out of nowhere as a caretaker, his first job in the Premier League. And Iriola's got them playing beautiful football, man.
Yeah.
It's outrageous. You know, we talk about Thomas Frank, De Zerbi. We talk about these guys. He's now in line to be the next a Chelsea manager, a Spurs manager.
Ariola.
Yeah, because of how well he's done at Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, Bournemouth was tipped to get relegated.
Smash.
Yeah, they
Smash. Got a
in the
championship
relegation
spine.
battle. They've done. Oh, what should we give a shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
Yeah,
He kept them up.
underrated.
Listen, how many points did
They
they
would have
get
been
them
like 11th without the point deduction.
exactly, and he
Pushing
still
on Europe last season.
pushed it on.
Ashley Young, Ashley
Yeah.
Old, right back.
What would you say then for your manager of the season?
Unai Emery, man.
It's Unai Emery for Adam,
Yeah, for what he's done
Pep for me,
to get them into the Champions League.
Take Pep out of the equation. Who is it for you?
Unai Emery. Has to be.
Yeah, it has to be, man.
Outcompeted Chelsea, billion quid spent, Man United, $1 billion spent.
Yeah.
Liverpool on some level, being in there with Liverpool is huge.
Yeah, he's
Spurs.
He beat Liverpool. He beat Arsenal back to back. He beat City. He's
And
beat
coming
Newcastle.
coming from
he's done well this season.
the failure at Arsenal.
There's
Put it in quotation marks.
Take the call.
Emery.
Let me rub that out.
No, for Emery.
Oh, okay, yeah. Put the
And then to come back to the Premier League and
do that.
I rate that. Because
And then stop
a lot
us
of
from
people
winning
thought
it.
he was finished after the Arsenal job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to Villarreal, did very well.
PSG.
Got them competing in the Champions League.
Yeah. He wasn't the
Beating Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do Unai Emery then.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
What about goal of the season?
It's only
Garnacho.
one.
Garnacho.
Take away your Man United hat.
Garnacho.
No Man United player for you.
Put your hat. No, Adam.
It has to be
Put
Garnacho.
your Man United hat on. Put the hat on.
It has
Put
to
the
be
hat
Garnacho.
on. It was Garnacho. That goal was class.
That might be one of the greatest goals we ever see.
class. Top. It could be top.
Purely for the goal.
It's not the best bicycle kick I've ever seen.
It is.
It's not. It's not better than Bale.
Is it better than Rooney's one?
It's not better than Bale.
Bale's is in a Champions League final though. So
It's not better than Mandzukic
I think it's-
against Real Madrid.
Rooney's is in a better
Cardiff.
occasion. Rooney's is a better occasion.
Rooney's
but Garnacho's is a better goal.
What technique?
Technique.
Yeah, just everything about it is better. Look how high he got off the floor.
He jumped up high, man.
Oh,
It was
Such a goal.
It was a good.
It's definitely without doubt goal of the season.
Definitely goal of the season, 100%.
What other goals stand out for you?
I'm just trying to think, actually.
I do think Foden's first against West Ham, maybe because it's fresh in my memory. Not because he doesn't score those kind of goals or you rarely see those goals, but a couple seconds in, titles on the line. There you go.
I was going to say that Rashford against City. When he,
The smash near post.
Right.
Outrageous, man.
Rashford against Arsenal.
yeah. Rashford, he scores. But
United have had a lot of... Bruno had one against Burnley where Johnny Evans pinged it over the top and he just caught it on the volley.
Yeah. Good
It was
volley.
unreal.
I just criticised him and killed him just a second ago. Caicedo just scored one from the halfway line the other day.
That's got to be up there.
Yeah.
That's what-
But it's not
I'm
goal
happy
of the
with going
season.
out.
I know not going to say, but it's a good goal. But for me, it's Garnacho, 100%. 100% Garnacho.
Bob versus Newcastle.
Oh,
Oh, is that when he
touch
the
out of the
composure?
sky, the touch, and then
That was
bang.
a last minute goal,
it was
right?
huge for our title win as well.
Yeah,
In terms of importance, is up there, but Garnacho's technique out of this world.
man. Garnacho all day.
Let's go for biggest overachievers. Wow,
Aston Villa, innit?
Aston Villa
Well,
up
let's
there.
kind of take Aston Villa.
Let me look at the league table.
Everton given the points deduction.
Wolves for where they started
Wolves given I had them relegated.
with Bournemouth. Yeah,
Is it mad to say Luton? Not biggest overachievers, but did they overachieve in the sense that I don't think they are going to win this title. It's on the screen for you. I don't think they're going to win this.
Sorry.
But I thought they would be worse than Derby.
no,
And they weren't far off being safe.
If they stay up, you're right, but they get 24 points, which by the end of it, they were flat on their legs, weren't they, a little bit? I love Luton, what Rob Edwards did. I think maybe Fulham went under the radar. Solid
Crystal Palace
season.
10th is quiet.
Yeah, Palace are overachievers a little bit.
Glasner came in when Hodgson had them possibly going down and stuff.
And then they won. How many games have they won? They won. Look, they just
4 of their last 5.
and they drew one.
Smashing Newcastle, Liverpool,
Man United.
Aston Villa. Last
Final
game,
day of the
Aston
season.
Villa
Well, Aston Villa had pied hard that week.
They
I think Villa have to be overachievers. It's
But
obvious.
they're the biggest, but I just,
Crazy.
we've said Villa for a lot of
John
things, so I
McGinn
kind of
in
want to bring
Champions League.
other things into the discussion.
Yeah.
I think Palace under Glasner, what he did, pretty good. Bournemouth with Areola finishing 12th.
Yeah,
Many would have had them tipped to go down.
Yeah.
And Everton with the points deduction.
it would be Villa. It would be Villa to break into the top 4 because nobody really had them there breaking. Obviously, we had them like Europa League. They'll be around it, but they actually got it done. It would actually have to be Villa because I'm looking at that league table and it looks like how it should be really. Other than Man United being 8th and all that, but sorry,
That makes sense to me.
No, it's true.
That makes perfect sense to me.
But yeah, it looks all right. It just looks But Aston Villa
Villa,
being
the
there, at
outliers.
4th,
They're
they
the
look
outliers.
like they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So it is Villa.
And what about biggest underachievers? I think it's pretty obvious.
Let's talk about who the actual ones are because we know who they are, Manchester United. But let's talk about some other ones before we get there.
Yeah.
Brighton.
No, not for me. No, a season in the Prem is not an underachievement for Brighton.
But given they started the season in Europe,
Yeah.
deserved
Got out of the group, did well in Europe.
highly rated coach.
Yeah. They did well.
The likes of Evan Ferguson, Matoma, all these guys.
Matoma's been injured for
been
most of the season.
Massively rated though. And then you finish 11th.
But they got injured.
You won 2 of your last 13.
Yeah, but you back United for coming 8th on some level because of injuries. Yeah, Brighton, tiny club, no investment. They lose their best player every single season.
Yeah.
And bang, they come just a few points below you.
They lost their 2 best
That's true.
midfielders in one season.
Do you know what I mean? So, no, they never underachieved.
Fuse 12.
And they had Europe as well.
If Brighton had come 20th with 10 points, yeah, with that side, they should. But they came mid-table competing.
With Europe.
And they got out of the group in Europe and they competed with Roma. They got into a game against Roma. That's huge
That's
for them.
good. That's good.
What
That's
about
the Champions League final
Bayern
for them.
Munich's company at Burnley?
Yeah, Burnley underachieved, no question. Lots of money. The owners came out and criticised company when he left, when he went to Bayern Munich.
I bet you had them safe. I had them safe.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
check. I don't think they underachieved.
You predicted all the 3 to go back down because you would have had Sheffield United and Luton in your bottom 3.
But I'll tell you after. But no, listen, I don't
I
think
want
they.
you to tell me on the show, but
I don't think they overachieved. I don't think they was it over? What are we doing?
underachieved.
I don't think they underachieved. I think
We spent 100 million quid. They were the best side, one of the best sides ever to come out of second division history into the first division, the Premier League, and they got absolutely trounced. He made the wrong decision in terms of the keeper. He should have brought in Muric a lot earlier. So I think they massively underachieved.
whilst, again, we know who the answer is here, and we'll get to them in a minute. But could Newcastle be looked at as a nominee for this, having finished in the Champions League spots last season?
It's about European places. The cup final last season? Yeah.
Man United won the cup.
Oh, you're in it. Right, yeah. Might have to edit that out.
I think that I don't think they underachieved because Champions League is a tall last, man, and their squad's not that big, obviously. And they got riddled with how many injuries? Obviously, they got Tonali was on
the Tonali situation.
The Tonali situation. So yeah, I don't think they underachieved. They did okay. They did okay.
But let's just wrap it up. Man United, biggest underachievers. They spent £1 billion in the last 7 years. They've not won a league title in over a decade. Absolutely embarrassing. And they win an FA Cup. It does paper over the cracks. We can talk about the merits of
No, but this is just PL awards, isn't it?
But in the league,
it's not to do with the FA.
For Man United to come 31 points behind little old City, that is an absolute catastrophe.
It's also
29 behind.
It's little old City with 115 charges, but it's also
you love that one.
Our worst league finish since 1989 and 1990. And whilst there is some context and some mitigating factors to that, Man United shouldn't be finishing 8th.
No way.
Manchester United are the biggest
achievers. I actually quite like that, because now they can't say, "Oh, you finished 8th." Well, so did you.